Chronic exertional compartment syndrome is a pretty unpleasant pain you can get often from fast walking and certainly sometimes from running, which you experience in the front of the lower leg. There are basically 4 muscles within sort of a thick fibrous sac, and those muscles are involved in dorsiflexion. Sometimes things can get a little bit tight in there, and all we need to do is actually fairly straightforward is a little bit of foam rolling, and that can often have a massive effect just on its own. You can always add in strengthening later on, but always worth giving this a go if that is what you have. As I say, all you need is a foam roller. Most people won't have a physio treatment couch at home, so you can use a chair or a sofa, something like that. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to do my left side. So we're going to foam roll 3 different lines. The front of the shin bone is there. It's like the front of a boat. And you want to come just to the outside of that. That is line number 1 that we're going to roll. Then we're going to turn slightly onto line number 2, and then finally onto line number 3. Line number 3 is really more down the lateral compartment, but nevertheless it's quite nice to free this tightness up. So you get your foam roller, you put it down on the floor, nice and close, and you want to rest your ankle just on top of the foam roller with your knee as close as you can. If you start out here, by the end of it, you're going to be in a bit of a Superman position, so it's going to make it quite hard work. So get as close as you can. You can rest your hands onto here or your forearms. You rest the other foot behind, and then we're slowly rolling up. So that line number 1 just to the outside of the shin. It should take about 10 seconds. You then reset, you turn slightly, so we're on line number 2 now, and again we're going 10 seconds. You'll find there are certain points that are just a little bit tighter. Just keep rolling at that same speed, and then you turn onto that 3rd line, so into that lateral compartment of the lower leg. If it's a little bit too sore initially, for example, if it is particularly tight in your lower leg, or if you just have a very firm roller or one of those knobbly ones which are really quite unpleasant for this sort of thing, you can give yourself a little bit support to relieve some of that pressure initially until it loosens off. So you would start in the same position, except you'd have this foot on the floor, and then you're slowly rolling away like that. So it should take 10 seconds each line. Repeat twice on each line, once a day, and even within a couple of weeks, you may well find that starts to loosen off quite nicely.